You know, folks, we're getting ready to close out the first month of the new year. And you know, one of the powerful things about that is that this first month can either establish your rhythm for success or your rhythm for disappointment. You know, someone once said, how you do small things is how you do all things. I'm going to say that again. How you do small things is how you do all things. And so this month, how we did in January can establish our rhythm for the rest of the year. Now, if you've been cooking, and you know, we have as a matter of fact, one of our new youth for the new year mastermind group, the people who took our new youth for the new year seminar, we've been on our second 21-day cycle, a 21-day challenge to get things done. Good morning, Kenya. Personal trainer to the stars. Yes, yes. Yeah, we've been on this 21-day cycle to get things done. And we've been doing, I think, very successful at it. So this year, though, this month, January, we're right at the 28th of the month. So we have what? We have Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. We have 4 days. And I say this. One of the thoughts, you know, in the 12 Universal Laws of Success, on page 14, there's a statement there, the truth about success. And I love to read that because this really helps us refocus so that we can end this month with all barrels blazing. So that we can pull it out. I mean, if we have been not doing everything we should do, if we let distractions pull us off course, and life has its own distractions. I mean, stuff happens. If we've gotten into the weeds of life, and you know what the weeds are, negativity, a way to get back is to just refocus on the truth about success. And there are 4 keys. Number 1, success must be in your mind first. Earl Nightingale said, you become what you think about most of the time. When we do our daily affirmations, that daily I am statement, and I recommend that each and every one of you have an I am statement, who you are. I am. For me, my I am statement is I am a healthy, happy, rich author, speaker, teacher, spiritual guide who uplifts the lives of everybody on the planet. You see, that I am statement that you have of who you are helps create the mindset of what you're about. And so with success being in your mind first, there's a lot of aspects of that success. One, the vision part of it. You can't be what you can't see. And so as we look at this month, as we close out and we say, look, whatever I've done this month, I still have 4 days to improve on it. What do I need to stop doing? What do I need to do more of? What's not working? Who's not working? And so this moment now, as we look at these next 4 days, to do this mental assessment of where you are, match it up against what you said you wanted to accomplish this month, and then roll with it. I love that, Terrence, 7 Principles of Servant Leadership. That's a powerful book. And thank you for creating that, Terrence. We have a lot of writers here, and that's a powerful book. And see, books help give you ideas to get you on track. Books are like the gold mine. When you start reading a book, it's like the vein going in a gold mine. And as you read more and more, the vein gets wider and wider. And so books can guide you to the success you desire. So that one, success must be in your mind first, to have that vision, revisit that vision of what you want this year to be, and the vision of what you wanted to accomplish this month. And I know you've written it down. I know you have a record of it. If you don't, then you need to stop and get one. You need to stop whatever you're doing and get this book, The 12 Universal Laws of Success, and go straight to chapter 3, The Law of Vision. But once you've got this thought in your mind, so look at what you need to be, what you need to do over the next 4 days to tighten up January so that you get what you wanted to accomplish. Maybe it's make more calls. Maybe it's complete a task you had. Those of us who are writers, if you don't have that completion mindset, not the perfection mindset, but the completion mindset, what do I have to get done between now and the end of the month that will make a significant difference on my journey this year? That's the question. What do I have to get done? Not want to get done. What do I have to get done over these next 4 days to make a significant difference to what I want to accomplish this month and what I want to accomplish this year? So get that mindset. With that mindset now, you can begin to drive yourself. You see, your mindset is like the engine in the boat that is your life. Your mindset involves your vision, involves your feelings about it, involves your habits, involves your relationships, but all of that in your mindset. So success must be in your mindset first. Second principle, be constant in your efforts. And I'm going to read from the 12 Universal Laws of Success. Never take a break from your success journey. Do not stop for rest and reward too soon. When you stop at the first sign of success, you become stagnant, lazy, and begin to decline. Now listen to this. As your efforts begin to produce rewards and results, work even harder. Let's focus on that for a minute. You know, many times we get that idea that I'll do something. You know, you follow your path and you get some success coming in. And when that success comes in, you're like, man, I'm going to give myself a break. The first thing I do when I get a victory is give myself a vacation and go to Disneyland. Well, don't do that. Don't do that. The first sign of success, work even harder. Let your success motivate you to do more. Success and achievement come only through continuous work. So when you bring in a victory, when you achieve something, you say, okay, what can I do more of now to make this grow? Someone, I think it was Steve Harvey, and he said, how do you become a millionaire? He said, well, first you got to learn how to make $10. Once you master that, then learn how to make $10 10 times. Once you master that, learn how to make $100 10 times. When you master that, learn how to make $1,000 10 times. When you master that, learn how to make $10,000 10 times. And you continue to 100,000 to a million. But it all started with that learning how to make $10 and then multiplying it 10 times. So be constant in your efforts. Second key. So first one, success in your mind. Second, be constant in your efforts. The third key, and this might be the hard one, get away from the crowd at the bottom. Get away from the crowd at the bottom. Reading from the 12 Universal Laws of Success. One of the most difficult steps you will face on your success journey is getting away from the crowd at the bottom. There are many unsuccessful, mediocre people who have failed to recognize or act on their true potential. If you constantly associate with them, your success will be short-lived. You must clear the deck to make room for new associations who will complement and enhance your success efforts. Once you break away from the crowd, accept the temporary state of loneliness and prepare for your success. Wow. Sometimes that's hard, folks. But you'll find that once you start on your success journey, you create a vibration. And that vibration attracts people. It's almost like, you know, in the country when you come to the house at night you don't see any bugs. The moment you turn on the porch light, all of a sudden you see gnats and mosquitoes and all these bugs. So the light attracts all kinds of things. The moment you begin to achieve some success, the people closest to you will be attracted to you because everybody loves a winner. But everybody who's close to you may not be good for you. Okay, what's that? Someone once said, all skin folk are not kin folk. So you want to look at getting away from the crowd at the bottom, not a nasty thing to say, devaluing somebody else's potential. It's just looking at the results they've been getting. If you surround yourself with people who fail after fail after fail after failure, then you'll begin to accept failure as a possibility. So get away from the crowd at the bottom. Trust me, when you achieve the great success that you are destined to have, they will be there. They will show up and like, yeah, man, I remember Terrence when he was just starting out before he became a big-time writer. I remember Kenya when he was playing football. Who would have thought he'd be trainer to the stars? You see? So get away from the crowd at the bottom, because the other thing is, when you surround yourself with people who are not on the same level of consciousness or who are going where you want to go, it blocks out the law of displacement. Two things cannot occupy the same space at the same time. So many times you have the wrong people around you, it discourages the right people from coming to you. I was just listening today, Bill Belichick did not make it into the Football Hall of Fame on the first ballot. And they were, I'm sure they had their reasons, but some of it probably is he's associated with now. An older guy with a young girl. So that's in people's mindset. So your associations can determine your level of validation. Fourth key, and this is the biggie. Be willing to change your life completely. You must make your life congruent with, consistent with, and harmonic with your desired success. So if you want to be successful in business, maybe you're a marketer, maybe you're a network marketer, but whatever it is, you have to be willing to change your life completely. So you can't watch, Herman Taylor, one of our great writers, one of our students, has done a magnificent job in writing 3 books now. One of the things he said was he had to stop watching TV. We used to say in network marketing, there's no PV in TV. Is there anything in the way you think or feel about yourself that will frustrate your success efforts? If so, handle it right away. You must be prepared to do whatever it takes, for as long as it takes, to accomplish your goals and realize your vision. So over these next 4 days, really do 4 things quickly. 1, assess where you are right now. Look at your success to date, what you've done through the first 27 days of this year. Number 2, address the things that need to be changed, the things to be added, the things to be taken away, the things that you won't do again, the things that you have to do again. A part of that is learning when to say yes and when to say no. 3, visualize the end result. What do you want to be? What do you want to see, be, do by the end of this month? And that should fit into your goals for the year. So these next 4 days, that vision is, what things can I do right now? What's the vision that I want to have at the end of this month? Saturday, 12 midnight, these are the things I want to have accomplished. And then finally, the 4th one is to get busy. Make the calls. Send the emails. Do whatever it takes for as long as it takes, and you will achieve great success. Because what you do about little things, what you do in the month of January, has a tendency to determine how you function the rest of the year. So let's end this month guns blazing, barrels wide open, in the stretch. As a track person, you're in that 400-meter run, and you're coming around the last lap, the gun has been shot, pow! And you're coming around the gun lap, and now you're coming into the straightaway. And every race is lost or won in the straightaway. And so these next 4 days are your straightaway. Let's bear down. Let's be willing to do whatever it takes for as long as it takes. If that means getting a little less sleep, fine, so be it. If that means getting up a little earlier, so be it. If that means looking at all the things you haven't done and getting down and doing them, so be it. But today, this day, thank you so much. Terrence says, a relationship audit, checklist, next steps, execute with laser precision, like a soldier. You know, a soldier always has a mission. A soldier without a mission is a Boy Scout. Okay? A soldier always has a mission, so focus on your mission. When you can do that, there's nothing that's impossible. You can be what you want to be, do what you want to do. You can have anything you desire, always knowing that the best is yet to come. Wow. Hey, folks, thanks so much for being with us. Be sure to go to our website, www.herbertharris.com. You can get a copy of the 12 Universal Laws of Success. Go on Amazon, the new book, Life Lessons for Your Success. And by the way, I'm going to be interviewing a new group of